I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Hello everyone. Welcome back to V Squad TV. BTS V brings Korean heritage to the world stage. Kim Taehyung's iconic Vogue World Hollywood look captures global spotlight. This news marks one of the most historic moments in the world of international entertainment and fashion when Kim Taehyung, also known as V of BTS, made a stunning entrance at Vogue World, Hollywood, in the glittering atmosphere of Los Angeles, which that night transformed into a global center of attention. Taehyung emerged not just as a K-pop star, but as a symbol of Asian elegance, blending Korean cultural heritage with a touch of world-class modernity. Since Vogue confirmed his appearance, the public has been eagerly anticipating how the Daegu-born man would showcase his distinctive character at the most prestigious fashion event of the year. This appearance was especially special because it marked Taehyung's official debut at Vogue World, an annual event that always showcases the combination of art, fashion, and history with a theatrical touch. This year, the event's theme was Hollywood Reimagined, and Taehyung, with his unfailing charisma, emerged as a representation of cross-cultural beauty, blending classic Eastern charm and contemporary Western style. His walk down the red carpet was one of the highlights of the evening, with cameras flashing as if to capture every moment of his appearance. He wore a tailored gray suit from J. Beck Couture, a South Korean brand known for combining tradition and modern elegance. The suit perfectly hugged his figure, giving a masculine yet refined look, while a red belt with a Narigi jade knot added a traditional element that contrasted with the modern feel of his suit. A translucent black hat inspired by a Joseon dynasty gat served as a strong symbol of his cultural identity. In an atmosphere filled with Hollywood big names, this touch of Korean culture made him stand out. Photographers and international media quickly realized that V wasn't just dressing, but telling a story through his clothes. Every element of his body had symbolic meaning, from the belt and hat to the antique watch said to date back to the Gojeong era. These small details created a visual narrative of time and origins, as if Taehyung were bridging the past and present in one magnificent cinematic display. Meanwhile, in the VIP area, guests like Dakota Johnson, Miley Cyrus, and Hailey Bieber were seen chatting enthusiastically as Taehyung passed them. Many eyewitnesses said the atmosphere in the room shifted. It became warmer, more focused on one man whose stride was calm but whose aura was infectious. He didn't try to steal the show, but his presence drew all eyes without being forced. Even Anna Wintour, the fashion legend known for her discerning eye, was seen looking at Taehyung with a small, rare smile. Many observers considered Wintour's personal invitation a clear acknowledgement of V's position as a global fashion icon capable of bringing Asian elegance to the world stage without losing his identity. As Taehyung sat front row with Gwyneth Paltrow and Nicole Kidman, Vogue television cameras captured a few seconds of his soft expression. His calm eyes, his slight smile, and the way he observed the details of the fashion show as if watching a living work of art. He wasn't there just to be photographed, but to appreciate it. As the fashion parade progressed, the camera's focus frequently shifted toward Taehyung. There's something cinematic about the way he tilts his head, occasionally claps softly, or bows when interacting with the guests next to him. Some netizens have described him as a visual straight out of a classic film noir, a mix of James Dean and a Joseon-era actor reincarnated in the modern day. V's presence on the international stage is also considered to elevate South Korea's soft power to a new level. He's not just carrying the name of BTS, but rather conveying a deeper cultural essence. Eastern aesthetic philosophies that emphasize balance, harmony, and respect for history. Several international fashion publications, such as Vogue UK and Harper's Bazaar US, immediately wrote articles about him with admiring titles. They called Taehyung the Korean gentleman who rewrites red carpet rules, while Vogue America's social media accounts posted a photo of him with the short but powerful caption, "Elegance in Motion." Taehyung's appearance that night wasn't just about his clothes, but also about his gestures. During the break, he politely greeted the crew, took the time to chat with several young designers, and thanked them in soft English. His demeanor exuded an unassuming elegance, a genuineness that has long been his trademark. Shortly after the event ended, many fans were waiting outside the venue with banners that read "Vogue loves V" and "Taehyung, our pride." They cheered as Taehyung appeared, waving. He not only walked briskly to his car, but also stopped, bowed, and even accepted a bouquet of flowers handed to him by one of the fans with a sweet smile. Even more touching, before getting into the car, he held the flowers aloft and said, "For all of you," a brief moment that went viral on social media. Thousands of comments filled his timelines, many praising his humility and genuine attitude amidst the glamour of Hollywood. When a video of him leaving the event was uploaded to Twitter by the Vogue account, within hours, the name V Taehyung Vogue World immediately trended globally. Netizens from various countries wrote comments such as, "He carries his culture like a crown, and the way he wears history with pride, that's art." On the other hand, several Korean media outlets highlighted the fact that V was the only Korean artist seated in the front row that night. This demonstrated his immense international influence and recognition, especially in a fashion world traditionally dominated by Western figures. In a brief interview after the event, a journalist asked about the meaning behind his outfit choice. With a soft tone and a meaningful gaze, Taehyung replied, "I wanted to bring a little bit of home, something that reminds the world that Korean culture is not only beautiful, but also alive." The answer quickly became a viral quote, touching the hearts of his fans worldwide. Fans also saw Taehyung's presence at the event as a tangible demonstration of national representation and pride. Many wrote that Taehyung was not only singing for the world, but was now also introducing his country in a graceful way. Meanwhile, fashion observers believed this moment could be the beginning of a new chapter in Taehyung's fashion career. Having previously been the face of brands like Celine and Cartier, he is now beginning to show a more artistic and cultural direction in his visual concepts. In several candid photos published by Vogue, he is seen casually chatting with Kendall Jenner and Italian stylist Alessandro Michele. His expression is natural, as if he is in the place he was meant to be. His confident yet gentle aura makes him seem like a man who isn't trying to be anyone else, just being himself. As the night progressed, the event concluded with an elegant party in the outdoor garden behind the venue. Taehyung was seen quietly enjoying the atmosphere, chatting with guests and gazing at the Los Angeles night sky with a faint smile. Some fans outside the venue even caught a glimpse of his chuckle, which they described as more precious than the entire event itself. One fashion journalist poetically described the moment. "If Hollywood was a painting, tonight Taehyung was the brushstroke that made it complete." A phrase that perfectly captures how he was not just a guest, but a part of the story itself. The next day, photos of him graced the front pages of various international media outlets. Vogue, Elle, GQ, and The Guardian featured his face in various headlines, some highlighting how he brought a symbol of Korean tradition to the heart of the Western fashion world. Fans in South Korea greeted the moment with pride. Many wrote in online communities that Taehyung had stepped into the global world not just as a pop star, but as a cultural ambassador. In one post on Weverse, Taehyung wrote a short message, "I want you to know that every step I
Thirsty persons in different versions, each new update that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different